Hello, everyone. Welcome back to FluentCast Studio. I'm so excited to be here with you today. How's everyone doing?
Hey there! It's great to see you all again. I hope you're ready to learn some really useful English today.
You know what? I was thinking this morning about my daily routine, and I realized we use so many English phrases every single day without even thinking about them.
Oh, absolutely. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're focusing on daily life and routines in English. This is perfect for beginners because you'll use these phrases every single day.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to talk about your morning routine, your daily activities, and your evening habits in natural English. You'll sound like a native speaker talking about your day.
So here's a question for you listening right now. What time do you usually wake up in the morning? Write it in the comments. We'd love to know if you're an early bird or a night owl.
That's a great question. And hey, if you're new to FluentCast Studio, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. We post new English lessons every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss them.
All right, let's dive right in and start learning how to talk about your daily routine in English. This is going to be so useful for you.
Okay, so let's start with the most important part of the day, the morning. When we talk about morning routines in English, we use a really simple structure. It's just I plus verb plus time, or I plus verb plus object. Super easy, right?
Exactly. Let me give you some concrete examples. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I have breakfast. I get dressed. See? Simple present tense, simple structure.
Perfect examples. And here's the thing. In real life, we also add little details to make it more natural. For example, I usually wake up at 6:30. I always brush my teeth after breakfast. I sometimes skip breakfast when I'm running late.
Oh, that's such a good point. Those little words like usually, always, sometimes, and often make your English sound so much more natural. Where do they go? Right before the main verb.
Right, so you say I usually wake up, not I wake up usually. That's a common mistake we'll talk about later. Now, what about you listening? Do you usually eat breakfast at home or on the way to work?
Great question. And let's talk about some really common morning activities. You might say, I make coffee. I check my phone. I get ready for work. I leave the house. Can you think of your morning routine and say these sentences out loud?
Now, what if you want to say you don't do something in the morning? Easy. Just add don't before the verb. I don't drink coffee. I don't eat breakfast. I don't check my email in the morning.
Try this right now. Think of something you don't do in the morning and say it out loud. I don't blank. Come on, practice with us. Do you say, I don't exercise in the morning? Or maybe, I don't watch TV?
These are the basics of talking about your morning routine. You use simple present tense, you add frequency words like usually or always, and you use don't for negatives.
Before we move on, let's do a quick summary. To talk about morning routines, remember simple present tense, frequency words before the verb, and don't for negatives. You've got this.
All right. Now let's move beyond the morning and talk about your afternoon and work routines. This is where things get more interesting because everyone's day is different.
That's true. So for work or school routines, we use the same simple present structure, but we can add more detail about where and when. For example, I work from 9 to 5. I have lunch at noon. I attend meetings in the afternoon.
Here's a real-life example from my day. I start work at 8:30. I answer emails for about an hour. Then I have a team meeting at 10. After that, I work on projects until lunchtime.
Nice. See how she used then and after that? Those connecting words make your story flow naturally. Let me give you another example. I take a lunch break at 1:30. During lunch, I usually eat with my colleagues. After lunch, I feel a bit tired, so I have another coffee.
Oh, I love that you mentioned feeling tired. In real conversations, we don't just list activities, we add feelings and reasons. I feel energized in the morning. I get hungry around 11. I'm usually busy in the afternoon.
Now, here's an important difference. When you talk about your regular routine, you use simple present. But what if you're talking about what you're doing today, right now? Then you use present continuous. I'm working from home today. I'm having a busy day.
Great distinction. Let's practice this. Your routine, I work in an office. Today, I'm working from home. Your routine, I have lunch at noon. Today, I'm having lunch late today. See the difference?
Now, let's talk about formal versus informal. With friends, you might say, I grab lunch around 1. But in a professional setting, you'd say, I take my lunch break at 1 o'clock. Both are correct, just different levels of formality.
Here's a quick practice activity for you. Think about 3 things you do every afternoon and write them in the comments. Use this structure. I usually blank in the afternoon. For example, I usually drink tea in the afternoon.
And here are some specific tips for talking about your workday. First, use time markers like in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Second, use sequence words like first, then, after that, finally. Third, add frequency words to show how often you do things.
Write in the comments right now. What's one thing you do every afternoon? Do you have a coffee break? Do you check social media? Do you call a friend? We want to know your routine.
Let's review the key points here. Use simple present for routines, present continuous for today's activities, add connecting words for flow, and adjust formality based on your situation. You're doing great.
Now let's talk about everyone's favorite part of the day, the evening. This is when you relax, spend time with family, or enjoy your hobbies. Let's learn how to talk about this in English.
Evening routines are interesting because they're often more flexible than morning routines. You might say, I get home around 6, I make dinner, I watch TV, I read a book, I spend time with my family.
Here's a practical everyday scenario. Imagine someone asks you, what do you usually do in the evening? You could say, well, I usually get home from work at 6:30. Then I change into comfortable clothes. After that, I cook dinner, order takeout. Later, I relax and watch Netflix.
That's perfect. Notice how natural that sounds? You're using then, after that, and later to connect your ideas. And you're giving details like change into comfortable clothes instead of just saying, I change clothes.
Absolutely. And when you're talking about the tone and delivery, think about the difference between these two. I go to bed at 10. Sounds factual and simple, but I usually try to go to bed by 10, but sometimes I stay up late. Sounds more real and relatable.
Let's practice with some real-life situations. Situation 1. Your new colleague asks you about your evening routine. You say, I normally leave the office around 5:30. I either go to the gym or head straight home. Then I have dinner with my family. We usually eat around 7.
Situation 2, you're chatting with a friend about hobbies. You say, in the evenings, I love to unwind. Sometimes I paint, other times I just listen to music and relax. On weekends, I like to go out with friends.
Did you catch those variations? I either go to the gym or head straight home. Sometimes I paint. Other times I listen to music. These phrases make your English sound natural, not robotic.
Here's an interactive mini practice. I'll say an evening activity, and you create a full sentence out loud. Ready? Cook dinner.
Great. You might say, I cook dinner every evening, or I usually cook dinner around 7. How about this one? Watch movies.
You could say, I like to watch movies on Friday nights, or I sometimes watch movies with my family. Now here's one for you to try. Exercise. Say a sentence out loud right now using that word.
Excellent. Maybe you said, I exercise in the evening, or I don't exercise at night. Both are perfect. The key is to practice speaking out loud, even if you're alone.
Let's do a structural review. For evening routines, use simple present, add phrases like I like to, I enjoy, or I love to for hobbies. Use sequence words to connect activities, and don't forget to add personal details to make it interesting. All right, now let's talk about mistakes. And you know what? I still make some of these mistakes sometimes, even though English is my job. So don't worry, mistakes are totally normal.
That's so true. Let's look at some common errors we hear all the time. Mistake number 1, putting frequency words in the wrong place. Students often say, I wake up usually at 7, but the correct way is I usually wake up at 7.
Right. The frequency word goes before the main verb. I always eat breakfast. I sometimes exercise. I never skip lunch. Not, I eat always breakfast. That sounds really strange to native speakers.
Here's why it's wrong. In English, adverbs of frequency have a specific position. They go before the verb, except with the verb to be. With be, they go after. I am always tired in the morning, not I always am tired.
Mistake number 2, using present continuous for routines. Students say, I'm waking up at 7 every day. But that's not quite right. For regular habits and routines, we use simple present. I wake up at 7 every day.
The present continuous is for things happening right now or temporary situations. Right now, I'm drinking coffee. This week, I'm working from home. But for your regular routine, stick with simple present.
Mistake number 3, forgetting the S on third-person verbs. This is such a common one. Students say, he wake up at 6 or she eat breakfast at 7. But it should be, he wakes up and she eats breakfast.
The better alternative is to always remember he, she, it takes an S. He works, she studies, it starts. I know it's annoying, but that little S is really important. Native speakers will definitely notice if it's missing.
Here's a humorous example. Imagine saying, my cat eat fish every day. That sounds funny, right? It should be, my cat eats fish every day. Even your cat deserves proper grammar.
Let's practice each mistake type. First, put the frequency word in the right place. Say this correctly. I always check my phone in the morning. Not, I check always my phone. You try it.
Second, use simple present for routines. Say, I go to work by bus every day, not I'm going to work by bus every day. Remember, routines need simple present.
And remember, making mistakes is how you learn. Every mistake is a step forward. Don't be afraid to speak, even if you're not sure you're saying it perfectly. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Now it's time for some fun interactive practice. We're going to do a choose the correct sentence activity. I'll give you 2 options and you pick the better one. Ready?
Situation 1. You're describing your morning routine. Which is better? A, I'm drinking coffee every morning. B, I drink coffee every morning.
If you chose B, you're absolutely right. I drink coffee every morning uses simple present, which is perfect for routines. Option A with I'm drinking sounds like you're doing it right now, not every day.
Situation 2. You're talking about your work schedule. Which is better? A, I usually start work at 9 o'clock. B, I start usually work at 9 o'clock.
B sounds awkward, right? The correct answer is A. I usually start work at 9 o'clock. The frequency word usually comes before the main verb start.
Situation 3. You're describing what your sister does. Which is better? A, she wake up early every day. B, she wakes up early every day.
It's B. Don't forget that S. She wakes up early every day. Third person singular always needs that S on the verb.
Situation 4. You're talking about tonight specifically. Which is better? A, I'm having dinner with friends tonight. B, I have dinner with friends tonight.
This time, A is better. When you're talking about a specific plan for today or tonight, present continuous works great. I'm having dinner with friends tonight sounds natural and correct.
Now let's add some variations. Think about tone and formality. How would you say your evening routine to a new friend versus in a job interview? To a friend, I just chill at home and watch Netflix. In an interview, I typically spend my evenings reading and pursuing personal development.
Both say basically the same thing, but the formality level is totally different. In casual conversation, we use words like chill, hang out, and just relax. In formal situations, we use spend time, pursue, and engage in activities.
Here's your challenge. Create your own sentence about your daily routine and say it out loud. Make it personal and real. Don't just copy our examples. Think about what you actually do every day.
Yes, and here's the truth. Real conversation is always better than perfect grammar. If you can communicate your idea and someone understands you, that's a success. Don't let fear of mistakes stop you from speaking.
So practice out loud right now. Say 3 sentences about your daily routine. Use simple present tense, add a frequency word, and most importantly, make it true to your real life.
Wow, we've covered so much today. I'm really excited about everything you've learned. Let's do a quick summary of the main points.
Absolutely. Today we learned 3 main things. First, how to talk about morning routines using simple present tense and frequency words. Second, how to describe afternoon and work activities with connecting words and time markers. And third, how to share your evening routines and hobbies in a natural way.
You should feel really proud of yourself. You can now describe your entire day in English from the moment you wake up until you go to bed. That's a huge accomplishment.
Think about this question. What part of your daily routine is most important to you? Is it your morning coffee? Your evening walk? Your time with family? Understanding what matters to you makes it easier to talk about it in English.
All right, before we go, I need you to do a few things. First, hit that like button if you found this lesson helpful. Second, subscribe to FluentCast Studio so you never miss our lessons. Third, share this video with a friend who's learning English. And fourth, write in the comments. Tell us one sentence about your daily routine.
We really do read your comments, and we love hearing from you. Your practice and engagement help us create better lessons for you. So please take a moment and write something in the comments section.
Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Every day you practice, you get a little bit better. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and keep practicing.
We're so grateful you spent this time with us today at FluentCast Studio. Keep using English every day. Keep describing your routines and keep building your confidence. You're doing an amazing job, and we believe in you. See you next time.